Hi, this is Nick from Lake Geneva Country Meats, and I'm here at my house and I'm going to show you how to cook one of my favorite cuts of steak. It's called a skirt steak. You can see this long piece of meat right here. You can see the membrane. It comes from the diaphragm of an animal. Now, it's a little bit tougher, but has great flavor. Usually, with a tougher cut of meat, we want to do a low and slow cooking, but we're going to do something completely opposite for this skirt steak. I have 5 steps for you, and they're very easy. First step, and this one's optional if you don't have the time, we're going to marinate this steak in a little bit of red wine. To marinate this in red wine, we're just going to put the steak in a plastic Ziploc bag. I like to do this over the sink to minimize any mess, and then pour in some red wine. I like to use a Shiraz or Cabernet Sauvignon, something dry and red that has a little bit of spice and some nice red fruit. So we're just going to seal this up and let it marinate in the refrigerator for an hour. Okay, we've had the steak marinating in wine for an hour. I've taken it out of the bag, drained the fluid, discarded it, and patted it dry. Now we have it on the cutting board and we're going to season it. To season it, we're going to take the Lake Geneva Country Meats Ultimate Steak and Roast Rub and liberally sprinkle it on everywhere. Just take all over, sprinkle it on. No need to rub it in because it's going to absorb with the liquid. Once we've got all the surfaces, we're just going to let this sit out at room temperature for a couple minutes and we're going to go outside to the grill. Now that we've seasoned the steak, we're going to go outside and step 4 is grilling it. We're going to turn all of the burners onto high heat, heat the grill as hot as we can, and once it's heated up, we'll come back outside and grill again. Now that the grill is nice and hot, we're going to open it up and put the steak on. Hear that sizzle? And you can see, because the steak is so long, I cut it in 2 pieces to put on the grill. Close it up, and we're going to let it go on that super high heat for 3 minutes aside. You heard me, just 3 minutes aside. Okay, now that it's grilled on one side for 3 minutes, we're going to take and flip it. You can see it's already got the nice brown char on the outside. And let it go at the high heat for another 3 minutes on this side. And now that we've had it cooked for both sides for 3 minutes, we're going to take it off and put it on this aluminum foil. Just like this. And like this. And then we're going to tent this aluminum foil over it. Close it up nice and tight. And the residual heat's going to finish up cooking it while we put it inside to rest. Now that we've let the packet of meat rest for 10 minutes, we're going to transfer this to a cutting board and start cutting it. Alright, so now we're going to take and slice it. First we want to take it out of the foil. You can see there's some nice juices down there that'll make a great sauce. And we want to cut it into a more manageable piece like that. Set this piece aside. And then we want to cut across the grain. You can see the grain of meat runs like this. So we're just going to cut like this. And this makes for delicious strips of meat. Now we have it all sliced in these beautiful slices. It's great for putting in fajitas on top of a salad or just eating. Click the link below to see the full recipe on our website, and we'll see you soon at Lake Geneva Country Meats.